was part of the biggest British hip-hop group, a successful solo artist and part of the biggest talent show on TV.
Well, second, because Britain's Got Talent's technically bigger. 2014 has hit Tulisa with as many lows as it has highs.
My life is ruined. It's over. I never, ever, ever, ever thought that it would ever get better. I never, ever. Tulisa!
I think you could go all the way, Ben. Good luck for the final.
Hold my head high, I'm strong again.
If ever there was a VT of contrasts, then that is it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that meeting.
Wow. So what a year, what a time to have had. I mean, the best of times when it all comes right again in the end, but the absolute worst of times when you think, do you know what, how much worse could this be?
Yeah. Do you know, I think everyone goes through, like, rough patches in life, some worse than others. Depends, you know, on the person. Sometimes I feel like you only get given what you can handle. And I guess it's all about just taking every negative experience as a life experience, as a journey. Take what you can from it. And I know it's hard when you're in such a negative situation to find a positive. But at the end of the day, like, we only live once, and your life is never the same in, you know, a year's time as it was a year ago. And you just need to see the light at the end of the tunnel and take whatever positives
When was
from
the worst point, do you think? When did you think, right, that's it, this is as bad as I can be now?
I'd say I'd gone through the 6 months before I found out I was actually getting charged, waiting to find out if I was going to be charged. So I still had that hope that I wouldn't be charged. And then obviously, I'd gone through that 6 months, and that was kind of like traumatising enough. And then to find out after 6 months, you're going to have to do another 6 months, maybe more. It was like, oh no, I can't, please, I can't do any more of this. That was the worst time.
How has it changed you as a person? What do you think? I mean, you were talking then about life lessons and everything else, but I mean, when things like this happen to you, so many other things go on in your life. Like, did you have a massive clear out of friends, for instance? Did you see who your true friends were at this point?
Yeah, I got. I lost touch with people. I also gained new friends, and it's funny because the one thing that interested me the most was that I had, like, friends that were just sort of like associates that I didn't actually spend that much time with, that then became really solid, like best mates throughout the whole process. So they were literally there right when I needed them and came through. And for me, that was amazing to see.
And how about you as a person? How have you changed, do you think?
Without sounding like cheesy, not to say that I wasn't a certain way before, but I just felt like everyone can always grow and be better. I feel like I'm more understanding of other people's feelings and needs, less judgmental. I guess when you go through, like, really painful times, it makes you look at other people going through pain and go, oh, God, how do you feel? So, yeah, just overall, I feel like I put my life into perspective.
And what about the moment where you thought, actually, I think I can come back from this? I mean, getting a phone call and doing the judges' houses must have been that's really okay, good. Like, the doors are open, welcome back into the fold type of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it was funny because even though, you know, the trial was over, I still felt like I'd only kind of come through it halfway. The other half was actually getting back on track with my career. Otherwise, I felt like they'd still taken that away from me. And there was this real feeling of relief at first when the trial was finished, and I was like, oh, thank God, I have my life back, so happy. And then a few weeks afterwards, I started getting the fear creeping over me again. I was like, right, but now what am I doing? What am I doing? And I was literally, like, freaking out again, and I was, like, on the phone going, right, I need to release this song, and I was fighting for this record, and every day on the phone to the record label, I gave them, like, 6 different singles before they were like, OK, we like that one, and I was like, OK, we're ready. So, yeah.
Because you can lose the momentum in this business. If you're away for too long, then...
Oh, especially after, you know, the damage that they did to me.
Yeah.
That's why I have to be grateful to my fans and to the British public, and you know, people like yourselves for when I have come back, just being so kind, so accepting of me back into the industry. And without that, then I genuinely don't know where I'd be.
How did it feel over the weekend? And I know that you were back on the panel, but it was because Paul Mel was going through all of her issues. So but that aside, how did it feel to be there?
At first, I was quite nervous because I felt like I was thrown in very much at the deep end. Usually, I'd go through the whole process of the show before the final. But yeah, eventually I sort of sat down and warmed into it, and I was like, you know, it's okay. Took a deep breath, and I guess once you've done it, you know, twice, it does kind of come like a second nature.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
I hope it all goes all right for you this time.
Really good to be back. Thank you ever so much.
Good.
I mean that.
Single terrific. That's lovely. I know you've got more planned as well, haven't you? You've got more that you're
Yes,
more
well,
you're gonna do.
that single's out on the 4th of Jan. That was obviously the acoustic version that I did for you guys. The real one's an up-tempo dance beat.
Yeah.
And then, I will be releasing another single after that. Lots of fingers in lots of pies for next year.
Good.
Well, have
Thanks,
a lovely
Tulisa.
Christmas.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.